Donald Trump just can't catch a break, except for the endless breaks he takes at his private golf clubs. He adores his properties. Mar-a-Lago, that's his baby. Bedminster, Trump calls it his summer White House. To Trump, these aren't just resorts, they're sacred monuments to himself. But lately, those monuments keep getting wrecked by rats, floods, and now Trump's vacation just got crashed by an unpleasant surprise. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Trump's vacations were meant to be escapes from investigations, indictments, and public scrutiny. But now, over and over again, his favorite retreats are being overtaken by the very scandals he's running from. Sometimes literally. Let's start with a throwback to 2019, when Trump slammed the city of Baltimore, Maryland, claiming it was rat-infested. However, there was one thing he forgot to mention. That's right, in 2019, Trump slammed the rat-infested district, but he forgot to mention that his own restaurant had a rodent problem. New York City health inspectors visited the restaurant on July 11th, 2018, and found evidence of mice or live mice in and around the kitchen, a violation of sanitary standards that was deemed to be critical. The inspectors also found the restaurant to be not vermin-proof and said it was conducive to attracting vermin and allowing vermin to exist. Trump's next move was highly unusual. That's right, behind the scenes, Trump was quietly dismantling the very agencies designed to keep people safe from the very problems Trump's properties were cited for. In 2025, the Trump administration announced a major restructuring of the Health and Human Services Department, resulting in the elimination of approximately 20,000 full-time jobs and about 25% of the staff. This included significant restrictions in agencies responsible for public health and safety, such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the FDA. And even worse, the FDA suspended several food safety assurance programs due to staff reductions, including quality control programs for grade A milk and vegetables. Additionally, the USDA eliminated 2 critical food safety advisory committees that provided scientific advice on preventing foodborne illnesses. Look, I'm not gonna lie here. It kinda seems like Trump just wants all of us to die. But seriously, this is incredibly concerning. I mean, while Trump's kitchens racked up violations, he made sure there were fewer inspections to catch him. But that brings us to now, because this time, no amount of budget cuts or cover-ups could hide what health officials just uncovered. That's right, as per the Daily Mail, Trump is decamping to his summer White House. However, he might want to look inside the kitchen. Forbes reports that Trump's Bedminster Golf Club was flagged for 18 health violations in the latest inspection. And even worse, his Bedminster luxury retreat, his summer White House, earned the lowest grade in the county. Poor Donald Trump, he just wants to go away on a nice little vacation, you know? Destroying America is exhausting. It takes a lot out of a person. He needs to unwind. And now, this damning health report is going viral. The Somerset County Department of Health inspected Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster on May 6th, according to the report, which is publicly available online. The club received a score of 32 out of 100 possible points, with the inspector documenting 18 violations, 9 of which were deemed critical, meaning they may result in an unacceptable health risk. The club was out of compliance with all 3 requirements in the food protected from contamination category, with violations including expired milk, raw meat stored improperly, and a dishwasher that may not reach the required temperature. The inspector also cited 4 separate hand washing violations, including sinks without soap or paper towels, one lacking a required sign and another used to store a sanitizer bucket. The club was issued a conditionally satisfactory C grade and required to display a play card with the grade in a visible location. Oof, that's gotta be bad for business. And sure enough, of the roughly 115 retail food establishments impacted in Somerset County in May, Trump's club received the lowest score, 32 out of 100. All but one other venue scored 60 or higher. Trump, of course, has hyped up this club as yet another getaway, another resort dedicated to him. Trump has described a Bedminster membership as an investment in life, luxury, and leisure. However, according to the inspector, they observed household microwaves in the main kitchen. It turns out the only thing more contaminated than Trump's politics are his own kitchen counters. Trump built a brand on gold, luxury, and the best of everything, but clearly that was nothing but a rotting illusion. And it seems that Trump's insane cuts and the rats would agree.